And we are live once again, kind of live, sort of live, not really live, but we're live right now. And we're going to be a little bit, we're going to record this. And believe it or not, the guest that we have right now is my mom, Sandra. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Jeff.
What do you think about all this?
I think this is absolutely awesome.
Do you? Are you sure? Right now you do.
I am positive until Jeff says something that he shouldn't.
Which will be plenty, of course. And anyway, well, okay. So I kind of want to get started on this by let's talking, not just about. We'll get to our childhood in a little bit, and then
No, we won't.
we'll get to that. I mean, we will get to that, but
$21 a dozen, they ought to be good.
But what I want to get to first is kind of your background, Mom. I mean, tell us where you're from. Tell us where you were born, raised, and all that kind of crap.
Actually, I was born in Kansas, and we were there until, I don't know, it was probably about 6 or 7, I imagine. And then we moved to Wagner, Oklahoma, where we had a farm there. We had to work very, very hard on our farm. It wasn't too much fun. And
What'd you do?
what did we do? Oh, we had to take chickens and kill them and stuff for our dinner. We had to, even sometimes we had to help deliver little calves.
You actually killed chickens.
Well, yeah. Do you want to know how?
Yeah, actually I do.
Okay, we take them. They'd be outside. Then we put a broomstick right on their little neck and pull them up by the legs, and then their bodies.
You gotta hold that mic still.
Their bodies
Hold
would.
the mic right here. There you go. You can hold it. It's fine.
Okay, and their little bodies would flop all over the place, and then when they were done, we had hot boiling water on our stove, and because we couldn't get water hot like you do here now, we had to pump it in, and so we'd get the hot water boiling on the stove, and we'd put them down in that hot water, and then we'd take them out over the sink, and we pull all these feathers off of them, and then wash them up, and they'd be ready to go.
And then you said you moved to Wagner.
Moved what?
Wagner, Oklahoma.
That's in Wagner, Oklahoma. Yes.
Okay. How did you get to like the metropolitan area, Oklahoma City, metropolitan Del City, or whatever?
Oh well, that was a long time after Wagner.
Oh, okay. Well, let's
we
go back. Let's stick with the Wagner stuff. How long were you there?
I don't know. We were there for a few years. We had to walk about a mile down to get the bus and to go to school, and then at home we had all of our chores to do and everything, and we could ride our neighbor's horse once in a while, which was fun. We didn't have too much fun because we were busy all the time. We had to stack bales of hay up taller than our house and about as round in our house. And one time me and my friend went out there and we kind of started jumping all over it. Then I really got in big trouble when my dad seen that, what we did to the haystack. But that's okay. That's another story.
Well, no, it's a story now.
That's about it on that one. I got in quite a bit of trouble for that. And
Get your ass kicked? No, it's fine. It's okay. You don't have to answer that. It's all good. So, but okay, cool. You went there and you lived there. How long were you there?
no, just a few years. I'm not sure exactly how many years
All
I was
right.
young then.
And then where'd you go after that?
Well, we went to Kansas for a while.
Back to Kansas?
To Wichita, Kansas. Yes, my sister. They came down, a couple of them, and took us to Kansas to live for a while because there was a little bit of problem out there at our house, and it's
Sure.
not something you go into.
No, I don't want to
But
go
anyway,
into
it
that.
ended up that we ended up back in back with my mom and stuff then. And then after that, we moved to Del City, Oklahoma, and I went to school there.
Crap town, by the way. Go ahead.
It was what town?
It's a crappy town. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, we didn't think it was crappy, but yeah,
No,
we lived in Del City, and I went to school there, and it was pretty good because my mom and dad wasn't together then, but I had my best friend Carolyn Underhill, and we always went around together and had a good time. And
How long did you stay in contact with Carolyn Underhill after you?
We stayed in contact always until probably about 2 years ago. She ended up with Alzheimer's and had to be put in a home.
Okay, so it's been a long time. I mean, you stayed in contact with her, so that's awesome.
Oh yeah, ever since school was
That's
out.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really
Because
cool.
back then she was my best friend. Now I've got my best friend Glenda Hagen here,
Yeah, you do.
and so we kind of just do everything together.
So you were in Del City.
Yes, and I left Del City when I was probably about. Actually, Del City is where I met your dad.
Yeah, I was going to get into that, but after Del City or in Del City?
In Del City.
Yeah.
And so he was in the Air Force, and I was a car hop back then. And then so we met there. And, he used to come around there all the time. Then we ended up getting married.
Okay, there's a little bit of time in there that we need to talk about.
If we need to.
Yeah, just that we need to talk about. Okay, so you're a car hop and you met Dad,
Right.
and so how long did how long did it take Dad to go, hey, let's go out, let's do this, or what have you? Give me a little bit of background on it. Give me a little bit of action.
Oh, he was pretty good. I couldn't complain. We used to have a really good time, and like I said, he was in the Air Force, and we used to go to the parties with a lot of the officers at the officers' house and stuff.
Okay.
And so
Hold your mic still as much as you can there.
And that's about when he proposed to me after we went to the officers' places.
So
and
these
stuff.
parties wasn't like cake and ice cream parties.
No, not hardly. I was older. I wasn't a little kid then.
That's what I'm saying. These parties wasn't cake and ice cream parties, were they?
No, it was just
Good times, dancing,
yeah, good times
drinking,
with a bunch
dancing.
of the service people and everything, And we all was good friends. Sandy Mae, as you probably remember Sandy Mae.
Still stay in touch with her. She always comments on my stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we did have a good time. Then we ended up moving to Altus in '69.
Exactly. Hang on one second here. I'm going to do a pause. Okay. So you were with Dad for how long before you got married?
Oh, we went together probably just a few months, and got married. Well, I was 20 when we got married, and
Okay.
I was still 20 when I had you, because we got married December the 14th, and you was born October the 7th.
Yeah.
So, and,
Great day in history.
So, yeah, well,
Fantastic day in history. That's what that was. Definitely a fantastic day in history. I mean,
So,
that's a whole thing, man. That was like the best, probably one of the
yeah.
iconic days
Oh my gosh.
ever happened. And so, yeah.
You was just adorable. You were so sweet, so cute. Oh my gosh! Then you was born in '64, and then we had Mark,
Yeah.
In
A dark day in history.
our son Mark, and he was born in '66, and then we had Lori, our daughter Lori, in '69,
Yet another dark day in history.
and then
No, I'm just kidding. Both of Mark and Lori, if you hear, because you're
Oh,
going to hear
you
this,
guys were
I'm
awesome
just kidding
kids.
you a lot, man. I mean, we're pretty tight. So
y'all, and y'all loved it in Altus. Y'all played sports and everything, and we had lots of friends there. And then, let me think. After that, me and your dad moved to. We moved to Midwest City for a while, but that was back further. Okay, then after that, I'm trying to think what we did. Oh, we moved to Washington State for a while.
Yeah, you did.
With his job. And we really did like it there. And then we came back to Altus, of
Well,
course.
let's face it, you didn't like it there. You're away from everybody.
No, we liked it there, really. It was pretty neat. It was pretty nice. But we just liked Altus. And when we came back...
One more pause, right quick. Okay, you moved back to Altus.
Yeah. And then your dad passed away, and he had Alzheimer's, and he had a lot of health problems.
Yeah.
And we would have been married almost 50 years.
Yeah.
When he said it was almost 49, like about a month or
You're
two.
good.
Being 49.
You're good. It's
And,
okay. It's okay.
Anyway, then he passed away, and
So, Dad, let's get to Dad, because
he
I
was great.
want to talk about Dad a little bit, because I always brag about Dad, because Dad was like, kind of almost, he wasn't like I wouldn't want to say go out and catch, play catch and stuff like that, Dad, but he was a hardworking man. He was a genius. He's a family guy, and he loved you tremendously.
Right.
That was cool.
Right. He was great.
Right. And we were talking. When we just a little background. Mom and I and Glenda and Rayette, we all went out to eat at the Outback, and we were talking about when we were kids and how horrible a cook my mom was, and I just had to throw that in there. But the funny thing is, and I mentioned this about Dad because I wanted everybody to know that what we were talking about. Dad didn't bitch. He didn't care. He didn't moan. He didn't about Mom's cooking just because he was Dad. Right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. What can I say?
Now, what was funny that I didn't mention then that I was holding back on? My mom and Dad used to have some pretty crazy ass parties at the house when we were kids. Yeah, Glenda. Yep. Yes, they did. Actually, there's photo proof of that, and my brother Mark and my sister Lori will vouch. Y'all had some killer parties back then, didn't you? She just said, "I hate you." You did, though, didn't you?
There was nothing bad about him. We never got drunk or anything like that.
There was alcohol involved.
Neither one of us did like to drink.
No, it wasn't like, it wasn't like a rager, but
we everybody would have a few beers or something, and we would
Few
dance
beers,
and
few
have
drinks.
a good time. That's about,
and dance like white people dance.
That's because we was white people.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we dance like white people dance, and that was that was the way it was.
Yeah, your dad liked to dance too, because we danced slow dances, and we changed partners and stuff, and we just had a nice time. Everybody was good.
Yeah, and I won't say too much on Dad just because of the fact that we all miss him.
That's right.
And we love him and we miss him hard. But I know for a fact
He was a super great dad.
he was a great dad. He was a great husband. He was awesome.
He was great with us. What can I say?
He was what?
I said he was great.
Okay. I was hoping you didn't get too personal right there.
No.
Anyway.
No, she didn't.
So anyway, how were we as kids? Oh, here we go now.
Oh, you mean when you was little or when you was in high school?
Well, let's start out when we were little. Well, let's start out when we got to Altus and we all were like sort of regular age, like 5, 6, 7, 8, or whatever. How were we?
Well, you wasn't that old when we moved to Altus. Lori was born in 69, in March of 69. And so about 2 months later is when we moved to Altus, which made Mark about 2, and you was probably about 4.
Yeah.
Something
So
like that.
when we got a little older, in Altus on Scott Street, what did you think about your kids?
Well, the trouble was, me and your dad both, we just spoiled you kids. It was anything you want, you got, which we got too much stuff,
Much as you could afford.
Yeah, we're just too much. You guys had everything. My sister Donna always said that, if something came out and she wanted to get it for you, she knew that we already had it for you because we were just that way. But you guys were good. We didn't have any problems when you were little or nothing. I know you had a problem when you was in first grade with one of your teachers, but
Oh, did I?
oh, you did.
Miss Thompson.
Miss Dobson, right?
Yeah.
And she just passed away recently.
Oh, that sucks.
And anyway, but y'all had sports, and we was always there for you guys with your sports and everything. I guess before sports, actually, when we went to the Catholic Church, you and your brother Mark were altar boys.
Exactly. Glad you mentioned that.
Yes, we were very proud of you two, and I don't know what happened to y'all after that, but you were altar boys.
We became
What
altar
can I
boys.
say?
Okay, Glenda, can I? Glenda, you're over there right now. Can I give you a little background on that too? Yeah, sure. So when we used to go to church, me and my brother, and Mom, look at her right now. Okay, so
It was your fault. You was bad. What can I say?
we wasn't that bad, but during mass and stuff like that, it doesn't matter what we did. When we got home, Mom would have to whoop our ass because we kind of acted up in church, maybe. And so we decided, well, let's go ahead and become altar boys. After we became altar boys, we didn't get our butts whipped anymore. So we were cool with that, right?
Yep. If you say so.
It was all right,
Anyway,
though.
go ahead. This is your story.
No, we were all right. No, I'm sticking to it, and then I got 2 siblings that can vouch for this, but I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm almost making it sound Mom's like a tyrant, but she really wasn't. But
I'm the one who did the discipline because
you're the one that did the discipline.
Yeah.
That's true, man. Because Dad would never whip our butts, even if he did. If we were jacking around in bed as kids and stuff like that, Dad, if Dad got called, Mom was like, I'm sending your dad in there. We were like, yes, because Dad would try to whip our butts. And, we had, the blankets and stuff like that on and stuff like that. So, we're like, cool. Because Dad rarely did anything like that. And when he did, he would he wouldn't pull down the blankets and stuff like that, so it didn't hurt. So whenever we got Dad called in there, we were like, okay, cool, because Dad's not gonna do anything like that for us. So, but oh yeah, shoot, man, the damn dryer went off right there. Sorry. Yeah, but childhood back home, in Southwest Oklahoma. It was pretty cool. You're right. We got bikes, we got everything we wanted and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's just like when we lived in Tulsa. We bought a brand new house and we was just there for a few months because Jeff didn't like the schools there. He had a motor scooter, I guess it was.
No, it was a motorcycle.
It was a motorcycle, and so he was
Busted out.
you a junior or senior?
I was a senior.
And by himself, without us knowing it, got on that motorcycle and rode all the way from Tulsa to Altus, Oklahoma. That's when his dad said, okay, that's it. We need to move back to Altus. And that's what we did. He was we kind of spoiled him, but that's okay.
No, that wasn't a spoil thing. It was just
we got worried about
moving in my senior year. That sucked because I couldn't. I got to graduate with my friends at least
right,
when you guys
absolutely,
went back.
Yeah.
And you guys let me live with Gilbert for a while. Another altar boy.
I don't remember that.
Well, because remember, I left there and then went right to Gilbert's
Oh,
house,
to Gilbert's house, yeah. That's right. I
Yeah.
know.
which was amazing.
And Gilbert was a good boy, too. He was
Yeah,
very nice.
him and his mom, single mom.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Gilbert's obviously is Hispanic, his mom. And it was really cool, man, staying there because I remember, you know, because she like made homemade tortillas all the time. For every meal. We didn't have a fork or anything like that. She goes, if you're going to live here, you're going to eat like us. So I had to use a flour tortilla to use as my silverware. I didn't know if you knew that or not, but that was true. Yeah. And Gilbert was a great guy.
He was. So, yeah, you know what we forgot about, though, was when we lived in Moore.
We did live in Moore.
Yeah.
We moved to
Oklahoma.
Moore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Moved to Moore. Now, another little background story on this is like, when we were living in Altus, we used to come up and visit my Aunt Dee Dee, which she called Donna, but, you know, that's her.
Yeah.
And she was our Aunt Dee Dee.
Dee Dee and Uncle Stanley.
And Uncle Stanley. And so we used to visit them every now and then. Well, we used to visit them a lot, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
We used to come up there. That was our...
That was your thing. Is when we was driving
our
up there,
vacation.
you always told us your lights that was up there, this, whatever you call it.
KOMA.
Dee Dee's lights.
KOMA, there was 3 towers right next to each other, and we called them Dee Dee's lights. So we knew we were close. And it was kind of cool because there was kids in the neighborhood that we met and that we were actually friends with and stuff like that. So Dad actually got a job in Oklahoma City, and we lived in Moore, right?
Yeah.
And we moved to that same neighborhood at first.
And who was y'all's friends that you used to play with there?
We had Randy Cothran, we called Chunk. Mm-hmm. We had Valerie Johnson. She was my little girlfriend at that time. Tracy Colville. And his brother is actually Toby Colville, who's actually Toby Keith.
Yeah.
But at that time, he wasn't no country star. You know, we were all kids, you know, and he was a little bit older than us, so he didn't have much to do with us younger kids. And we got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
When we moved there, well, that's when we got in trouble.
Oh, you did. Mm-hmm.
Because when we got into that neighborhood, me and Tracy and
it was a nice neighborhood.
nice little hood.
Until the Mungaven moved there.
I don't know about all that. But we were like, no, but it was kind of fun because, you know, we knew the kids there and we got to grow up with them. And of course, Tom Crawford, Tommy. I still talk with Tommy. I don't know if you remember Tommy.
I don't remember Tommy, but that's okay.
But that's okay. But yeah, and that was probably a real fun time that was a fun time for us. We got in trouble but we all had fun together. A lot of hide and go seek, a lot of football on the corner, a lot of just hanging out.
A lot of writing stuff on paper and running and putting in people's doors and knocking on the door and running away.
That's true too. We actually did that and got caught. Yeah, that was with Toby's friend's mom, Robert, that caught us on that. So anyway, yeah, we got in trouble for doing that. But you know, that was a fun little neighborhood because we all played outside, which we played outside anyway. I mean, I'm looking at Rayette right now. When you grew up, of course, you played outside
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you had to be back at a certain time.
Yep.
Ours was when the street lights came on.
Dinner.
Oh, we didn't have that where we couldn't eat, but
But you had to be back before the streetlights came on.
we had to be at least in that area when the street lights came on. Right out there.
Fair enough.
And which is kind of cool because, when we were little, street lights, heck, the street lights came on at like 9:00 because in the summertime, and so, but we also had a lot of good friends in Altus, with Mitch and
Oh, yeah.
everybody right there, didn't we?
You did.
Yeah. So tell me about the irrigation ditch in Altus. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because for some reason or other, Mom had monitors all over town. If we were by the irrigation ditch, we would get in trouble, and somehow or another she knew it. And the reason I'm saying that, the irrigation ditch was about 10 foot deep, maybe 9, 10, whatever. And there was an undercurrent there, and they could suck your ass down, and they could drown you real quick. So when the irrigation ditch was full, if we were caught near the irrigation ditch, we'd get our asses, we got busted, we got in trouble. And even if we were on the dirt roads and stuff like that, riding our bikes and stuff like that, for some reason, who told on us? I just want to know who that.
I don't know. I don't remember who told us. I'm sure there's the only one I can think of is Edwards down there that might have, because I don't know if anyone else.
No, Stacy's mom. No.
I don't know who it was. I don't remember who it was. I really don't.
I just wonder who your monitors were.
I don't know. We didn't have any monitors. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was hoping to pull this out of her just for Mark and Lori's sake. But yeah, we had a good time in Altus. So, and more was cool. And we ended up moving back. Mm-hmm. Now, why did we move back?
What, to Altus?
Mm-hmm.
Probably because of your dad's job. I don't remember exactly why we did, but
He was at FAA in Oklahoma City.
right.
And
Actually, him and Chuck both worked together in Altus and FAA.
Mm-hmm. And so moved back to Altus. Gosh, when was that? I guess it was after 9th grade. That was in 9th grade, right?
I don't remember exactly.
Something like that.
When we moved to Altus?
No,
when we moved
back
back
to
to
Altus.
I don't remember when it was or really why. But we did. We moved back to Altus.
Yeah. Mom always leaves and goes back to Altus.
It's not Mom's idea, but it was just something we did. I just did whatever I was told to do, and we did it.
I don't know about that. Mom loved Altus. You still love Altus.
I do love Altus, yes.
Can you tell me why?
I guess because it's a small town, and your friends, they really stick together, And we've got the church there, and I love our church there. And it's just, like I say, it's just a small town atmosphere, not like the big city or anything.
But it's a pile.
Sorry?
It's a pile of crap down there.
No, not really. It's not. It's nice. And I feel pretty comfortable and pretty safe.
You think so too, Glenda? Nice?
Nice is not quite the word I'd use, but, when you get older, to be able to just get around in town, the crime rate is very low, the people are very nice.
Used to be.
Yeah, it's still
Is the crime rate high now? I think it is higher now.
crime rate.
And you moved to El Reno? Or where'd you move to, Glenda?
No, that was my friend Debbie that moved away.
Oh, no. You're not in Altus anymore.
Yes, she is.
Oh, you're still there, Glenda? Okay. I know Debbie moved out to El Reno. I didn't know.
We traveled
Yeah.
all over the United States and went back to Altus.
But it's kind of funny because everybody talks about Altus, but all the people, it seems like that moves away, not only us, but a lot of service people and other people, they tend to move back to Altus, don't they?
Yeah, but there's nothing there for young people.
No.
Which is really sad because
There's nothing
that's
there for
bad.
young people. Us older people, we don't care.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's all you need.
All my friends, I think out of all my friends from those days, I think only a few are still there around that area.
Very few.
Well, it's not a really opportunistic place for a lot of people to do anything in.
Well, it's with the job-wise when the kids grow up.
Oh, you turned your mic off.
Unless you work at the base, or you work at the schools, or you're
There
a
you go.
farmer, you don't know. You can't handle it.
Yeah. And so they need to move away to really get good jobs and everything.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of big time paying jobs there for people to move down.
No,
It's-
we don't have industry there. So,
You know what really makes me sad about that? I mean, whenever I go and look at, stuff from Altus and things like that, I mean, we used to go to the lake a lot. Remember we used to go to the lake?
right.
That was fun.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, we had a tent. We had a good time. And we used to go to Kansas a lot and go shopping with your uncle and everyone. And we also used to go camping with your Aunt Dee Dee and her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all had little family reunions for a while.
Well, it really wasn't like we didn't, not
Kind of, not everybody.
just some
went.
of us got together, yeah.
Right. A lot. How many? Okay. Back to you a little bit. Brothers and sisters wise, how many did you have?
Well, there were 16 children in our family, and now we only have 6 left. Everyone's getting older, so we've lost something. Even your Aunt Teresa passed away just
Yeah.
not too long ago,
Heard about that?
and so that's it. Yeah.
So who's left? You?
Oh,
We just
That-
did this.
well, there's my sister Dolores, which she's 90.
Oh, she's still, yeah.
Yeah, well, she'll be 90.
Is she still? Did she go to Louisiana?
She is 90. We went to her 90th birthday.
Where'd she go? Didn't she go to Louisiana, or where'd she go? Down
Well, she's
south?
exactly 10 years older than me,
Where'd she go?
and I'll be 80.
She's in
And
Mississippi.
yeah,
I know they went to Kansas, and then now they're in
I'm at Tylertown, Mississippi.
Mississippi. That's right. Okay, I thought it was down south.
But anyway, there's Dolores
Yeah.
and my
Is
brother Richard.
Is he still hanging? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
and
How's he doing, by the way?
He's doing great.
Good.
He lives in Iowa. Okay, Dolores and my brother Richard and me, and then Kathy and Eddie and Jackie. That's it. That's all
Okay.
that's left.
Wow, cool.
That's kind of sad.
Kind of sad, but there's still plenty left. I mean, you
Yeah.
had a lot to choose from.
Well, we all know we live and then we die, and hopefully we're all are close to the Lord and going to go back with Him.
Now, okay, we'll go back to that a little bit. But how about your ex-mother, or not ex, but how about grandma on dad's side?
Ellen,
Yeah. She
Yeah.
was a piece of work, wasn't she?
she was sweet, but she was a mess, yeah.
I don't know about that. She was
She
funny.
lived with us for a while, and it's a little bit hard, but,
When?
Oh, yeah, she lived with us when y'all were, well, you was probably about 4 or 5, I guess, something like that.
Oh,
And, yeah, she did for a while.
she went to Cali.
Sorry?
She went to California.
Yeah, she went back to California.
And she was like buds with wasn't she buds with Aunt Opal?
Oh, well, yeah, she went to live with Aunt Opal for a while.
Yeah, that was your
Yeah.
sister.
That's right.
That's pretty crazy, right?
And that was in California, yes.
Right.
Well, they all got along really great. Opal was a super great person. And, they enjoyed visiting and everything.
I remember as a kid, even as long as I lived with you guys, she would call you guys every Sunday, I think.
So, she'd call us or we'd call her. Yes.
Yeah, you guys would like talk on the phone
Right.
for a while. Yeah,
Right.
I remember that. And she come visit us down there.
Well, she did. She lived with us for a while.
No. I mean, she moved to California. She came to visit us every
Oh,
now
she did.
Yeah.
Yes. That's right.
and she wouldn't let us touch her orange marmalade.
Oh my gosh, I don't remember that.
I remember it distinctly.
I just
If we ever got a peanut butter sandwich and then Grandma put the orange marmalade on it, we were like, "Oh my god!"
I just remember she used to get on to your friends because, like I say, so many of your friends would come over before the games and stuff, before their practice after school, and they just always helped themselves. We just let them, like
Right.
our kids. And boy, she jumped all over one of them for getting
Yeah.
in the cabinet.
In the cookie jar. There was a legitimate cookie jar there, and Grandma would jump their ass, and it was funny. And we're like, Mom, Grandma, or Dad, or anyway. They're okay because that's the way it was. We had open house policy. All our friends did too. Mitch did too, and everything like that.
They're from England, and they didn't live like we do here,
No, I know, but it was still funny.
background. Yeah.
And she always I do remember. There's a lot of stupid things I remember, but one thing I remember is whenever she said that she was about to come into Oklahoma, she was like, I knew I was getting close to landing when I saw the red dirt.
That's probably true.
And so, yeah, that was cool. Yeah. So now you're doing okay. You're still down in Altus.
Right.
And you have grandkids and great grandkids.
Yep, 7 grandkids and 10 great grandkids.
Can you believe that?
Very blessed. I got married again after my late husband Kevin died, and all the kids and grandkids, the great grandkids, they love Chuck just like they did your poppy, and they're just
Pretty cool.
We have kids usually spend at least Friday and Saturday, at least Friday night with us, sometimes on Saturday night, sometimes more. And
yeah, it's neat that you have kids and the grandkids
yeah, I
and the
miss
great
the ones
grandkids.
that's away though, because part of them lives in Edmond and part of them lives in Tulsa, and they're all growing up so much. It's kind of getting hard. Some of them are kind of more like little adults.
They are adults.
Well, not really. I mean, 13. So
No, I mean you got Marky. You're talking about grandkids. Oh, you're talking about you're talking about great grandkids. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're getting
So-
yeah.
But we're very blessed. We are.
Yeah.
We wish all of our kids could come and visit more, come and visit us once in a while, which would be really lovely. but it's so hard because we understand it's just so hard for, the younger children. Well, of course, they're older now, but to get away with their jobs and everything else in their lives, and they've got kids and grandkids of their own and stuff. So it's kind of hard for them to get away too. So we understand, but it'd be nice if they could before we died and had to come to our funeral. What can I say?
I'm sure everybody will probably make it for that.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably will.
But it's kind of cool that we do this every 2 years, and this is
Right.
and I hope this is okay with you,
So
with me and Rayette coming out here and
We
we all
love-
meet here,
we love it that we can do that.
and we
We have
really
a good time together,
yeah, and
even though they run their mom down all the time. But other than that, we have a good time together.
right. No,
Yes.
but it's kind of yeah.
Go ahead.
We
You're
kind of
good.
do. Yeah, of course we do. We got to beat you to the punch. So, but it's really cool that even Rhett was talking about this. When we were on the way here, and like I said, we're on the road here in Missouri. Even though we can come here every 2 years, we really appreciate. Actually, we really she was saying we really appreciate what Glenda does because you bring her here, to see us, and that's like amazing to us. Yeah, that's that air. No, we really do. We really, you don't even understand how much that means to us that you bring Mom here every 2 years.
We just go. We go places together. That's what we do.
Don't shoot my great moment down right now, Mom.
Sorry. Okay, he's happy.
No.
He's happy for you, Glenda. What can I say?
No, y'all do a lot of stuff, right?
We do. We do a lot of stuff.
Y'all go anywhere, but y'all make any other trips besides
Well, we went down to see my sister Dolores.
Oh, you guys
In
went to the
Mississippi.
did you?
Yeah. And we've been to the Windstar Casino several times, which I love the casinos. What can I
Shocker
say?
right there. Shocker. Really. Unbelievable.
I know, sad, huh?
No. So y'all still, that's cool that y'all still do stuff. You do anything together back home?
Oh, we do everything together back home. And I help her out with her church, too, a lot back home with the getting things ready for her kids that's in her class and stuff. So, and like I said, we go every place together.
Different churches, right? You're not
Right, different
Catholic.
churches. Yeah,
Our husbands are homebodies.
yeah,
Your husbands are homebodies?
yeah.
We aren't.
They're couch,
They don't take care of the dogs.
Yeah.
they're little couch potatoes.
So you guys are the ones that have to go out and do stuff.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, we enjoy doing the things together, So
Yeah.
I'm blessed to have such a good friend. Really.
Yeah. We're really happy about that because I don't even, like I said, I don't even know that you guys even understand how cool that is
Yeah.
to us, at least.
Who else would ride wild hogs with you?
And I would also drive up here by myself too, if Glenda couldn't, because she had been sick for a while before we got here, and I said, okay, well, I'll just have to go myself because
Yeah, but you
I'm
might
just
end
a-
up in Canada if you came here by yourself.
no, I've got my OnStar. I drove every 2 months back and forth, 10.5 hours from Iowa here every 2 months.
I know you did.
And to Tulsa and to Edmond and all that kind of stuff. So I would be fine. But I'm just blessed to have a good friend to go places with,
Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up right now. I'm going to send this to Lori. I'm going to send this to Mark if I can get an email address. You want anything to say? Tell me what you want to say to Lori.
Oh, well, Lori, I love you and I miss you, and I'm glad I get to see you and talk to you as much as I do. And I'm happy she is happy with Chuck, too. My husband now. We'll be married 10 years in November.
Wow.
And her and her grandkids come down, and I'm very blessed for that. And Jennifer, I love Jennifer. Her family is really awesome too,
Cool.
So I'm blessed with all my children and grandchildren and great grandchildren. I can't complain.
Yeah.
You're mainly blessed.
You want to, okay.
What?
You're mainly blessed with your best friend.
Oh my gosh, and my best friend. What can I say?
Okay, one more. Okay, you got anything to say to L. Mark?
Oh, Mark, I appreciate him texting me as much as he does. I think I hear from him. I love all three of my children so very much, and their spouses are awesome too. So I'm very blessed with them. And well, I'm just happy that Mark texts me back and forth as much as he does, because he always tells me that I'm the best mother in the world. So,
You don't have a choice.
oh my gosh. But, I do. And Mark had a hard time with being all by himself,
Yeah.
And I really feel bad for him. But I'm blessed with all of you, So,
You want to say hi to any of the grandkids or great grandkids while you're here? I mean,
I'll just say hi to all my grandkids, and I love you all so much, and I'm so blessed, and just there's nothing I can really say, other than that. There's not many people that's as fortunate as I have that has like 7 grandkids and 10 great grandkids, and also Matt. Mm-hmm. He happens to be one of my sons. He's a stepson. It's our grandson. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so he's just always so good. And him and his wife of course, his son is 15 now, lives in Wichita. But him and his wife, they just had a baby 2 months ago, a little baby boy named Henry. And I am so happy for them for that too.
That's awesome, man. I wish I could get a hold of Matt and be in.
Yeah.
But it's hard because I understand. But okay. Thanks for doing this, Mom.
Well, thank you for letting me do this.
I really
Awesome.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
That I
You're
love
very
you. I
avid.
love you very much.
So I love you more.
I don't know, but yeah. But I it's really cool that you have actually decided to go ahead and come up on here and do this because it's not easy. But yeah, you did great.
Well, thank you. You did great too. This is a lot of fun.
Cool. I love you.
I love you too. Bye.